Hi, I'm Chloe. This is Entertainment Talk Now, and this review is going to be focusing on Netflix's Malcolm and Marie. This film was released February 5th, 2021. It stars Zendaya as Marie and John David Washington as Malcolm. Zendaya began her career in a Disney show called Shake It Up and has since been seen in Spider-Man Far From Home. She's also set to appear in its sequel, releasing later this year, 2021. John David Washington is the son of Denzel Washington, and he was seen in the action sci-fi film Tenet, released in 2020. Just a quick synopsis on the film. It showcases smoldering tensions and painful revelations that ultimately push a filmmaker and his girlfriend toward a romantic reckoning after they return home from his movie premiere. So, let's unpack this movie. Of course, I'm gonna start with the good. I really like that this film was shot in black and white. It gives the viewer the ability to really focus on the story, the content, the characters, their development. I have a thing for black and white, so maybe I'm a little biased, but I like that aspect of the movie. Also, the acting in this film is very, very real and very raw. I feel like Zendaya and John David did an amazing job. They have really nice chemistry. This film is of course, it's very dramatic. So I think they did a good job at bringing that to the screen with their abilities. It was nice, especially the scene where she's proving to Malcolm why she should have been cast in the movie. That scene where she has a knife and she's talking about the pills, where the pills, and going over that whole bit was really, really good. I feel like another good thing about this film is it pushes the envelope. I'm not saying that there aren't any really great, dramatic, heart-wrenching films out there, but with these type of actors, this age bracket, and also black actors, I would say I haven't seen this in a long time. I think the music was nice as well. They did a good job at choosing songs that kind of went within the storyline. Each song it was background to what was actually going on, and wasn't just like, oh, well, this sounds good, it has nice beats, so let's pick this. It was crafted very well, especially at the end, when they're standing outside, they're overlooking in the backyard, and Liberation by Outkast comes on. Liberation is actually one of my favorite songs. So at the end of everything, when it's all said and done, they've liberated themselves from all of the things that they were keeping pent up inside of each other about each other. So now they're at a place where they have to decide, okay, well, are we gonna let this increase our level of intimacy now that we've been able to be so vulnerable with each other? Or are we just gonna let this go? Because in actuality, this relationship is extremely toxic. The last thing I would say that really stood out to me was the simplicity of the type of shooting. So there weren't too many cameras going on. There was panning, but it wasn't excessive. So the not so good, what I did not like about this film was, I understand arguing. I do, I get it. We've all been there, at least at this point in our lives, like everyone's been in a relationship, so we understand the ups and downs, the highs and lows. But this film, the way that it was done was to the point where they were literally berating each other. And it was uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable because it was a lot. Their relationship is extremely unhealthy, and it was a lot. And, this is a form of media, so that is something that can influence people. Overall, I think they're the perfect example of an unhealthy, codependent relationship. You have very good chemistry, so you have the amazing soul-feeding ups, and then you have the soul-crushing downs. It's extremely exhausting. I think that Malcolm actually said that within the film. A way to sum this film up is, this is a woman who feels unappreciated repeatedly, time and time again, and she held onto her dissatisfaction in order to keep the peace and not have all these little tiny arguments and not seem like she's nagging. It becomes so much for her to bear where she just can't take it anymore, and him not showing appreciation for her during arguably the biggest night of his life so far. She just couldn't take it anymore, and she just released it all, which is understandable. Just to go a little bit into the plot, you know, and like connecting it to real life, there's a time and place to do things, and I think that a night that should be celebrated like that is, I don't know. I just, maybe she could have picked a better time to unleash all of that. But either way, it's a movie. So she explodes, she unloads it all, right? She releases it all on him, all of her emotions at once, causing them to have the chance, when it's all said and done, to have the chance to learn and grow, to be better for themselves and ultimately for each other, or to just let it go. In the end, we get to witness a very authentic and raw depiction of a couple that I think we either know, have known, or have been the other half of. So out of 5 being watch this right now, do not pass it up, click off of here and go to Netflix and watch it this very second, and 0 being I would rather pluck my eyeballs out, I think this is a 4. This is something that I would definitely recommend to friends, family, co-workers, anyone that likes to talk movies. I mean, overall, I think it was a good film. They did a good job. Sam Levinson did a really good job on this film, and Zendaya and John David were impeccable. They were nice. So that's all for this review for Malcolm and Marie. Again, you can catch it on Netflix, and make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I will have more movie reviews coming soon. I'm covering Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus. So until next time, I'll see you again. Bye.